police officer.
Yeah, just hit
Bring the doorbell down. Good morning and welcome to the Tuesday, August 5th, 2025 Idlewild Board of Commissioners meeting. It is 9 a.m. We'll call the meeting to order. And the first thing we do is approve the agenda. So I'll make a motion to discuss and approve the agenda.
Second.
Do we need a non-public session today?
Not that I'm aware of.
I don't think so.
I think we'll have a very short one. I have a topic to discuss, and that'd be under 2C, which is the reputation. If you're okay with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have to be back at my house by 12 today.
I'm sure we can do this meeting faster than 3 hours.
So all in favor of the agenda with the
Especially since he
non-public
hasn't
session? How do you vote?
Aye.
come in. Aye.
3-0 on the agenda. Approval of the minutes of 7:30, last week's minutes.
I only have one thing.
Yeah, I didn't have anything.
If you go to under Commissioners
second
Report,
first?
second page.
Does somebody want to second that motion first?
Oh, second.
Aye,
Thank you.
okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth bullet point, it says there must be a partitioned warrant article.
Oh, no, I did it again?
Yeah, it's a petition.
I did it again! It's like the third time.
Well,
Okay.
we can partition those warrant articles if we
Okay.
want, but in reality, it's a
Oh,
petition warrant
God.
article.
Okay, very good. Bullet 5, you said?
Yeah. Yeah, bullet 5,
Yeah,
under Mark's report.
yeah.
Other than that, I didn't have anything.
Under bullet 1 of that report,
Okay,
it says we're holding off ordering 2 signs notifying of maximum gross vehicle weight until we can confirm what the weight limit is on the town of Madison roads. Are we doing that?
It's 10. I mean, excuse me,
13.
it's 13.
13.
It's 13 at all the
yeah.
surrounding communities.
Yeah.
I didn't order the signs
Conway.
yet, but I didn't realize that we were waiting to find out that number.
Yeah,
No, because we
we were
were
questioning.
debating that last week, and what is the right number? So,
Right. Before we went ahead and ordered.
Right.
So the right number is,
30.
13.
13.
13.
1, 3.
so we're
Oh,
raising
yeah.
it from 10 to 13 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good to know.
Because Conway's that, Madison's that, the
Yeah.
Cranmore Shores areas, everything coming into
Mm-hmm.
Idlewild is 13.
On the third bullet,
Mm-hmm.
it talks about painting,
Oh, yeah.
and it says, this is the last sentence of it says, some carpentry work may have to be involved.
Right.
And the carpentry work, I think, is on the dam bridge,
Okay. Oh,
because it
oh, yeah, the
talks
bridge.
about painting
Right.
the
Yeah.
Muddy Beach pump house,
Yeah,
so it's not clear
okay.
what the carpentry work.
Okay. Bridge. Yep.
And then there's a bullet that starts, there must be a petitioned, which is the one you covered.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the next sentence says, presentation of in prior. And I know what you mean, but I think I tripped over that.
No, I fixed that. I saw that too.
Okay.
Yeah. Good catch.
That's all I have.
Okay.
So all in favor of approving the minutes as amended?
Aye.
Aye.
3-0. And at 9:04, we move to an operations and payroll manifest of $21,737.75. I'll make a motion to discuss and approve this operating manifest.
Second.
Aye.
You're approving the manifest already?
No, it's not.
Discuss.
So, let's see, let me open it up here. We paid some big bills. As I open it up, one of them I recall was over $5,000 to Albany Service Center for, I believe, the 7400. Literally, the wheels are coming off of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was
That's the rear wheels that were put on, and then the front wheel, and that's all the tires that we do.
Mm-hmm.
$5,180.61.
And there's still a fender coming for that, and a window from all that wheels coming off.
So this is where the older trucks start to get really expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And it's getting a lot of use. I mean, it's working okay for the
Oh, yeah.
ditching
Yeah,
material?
no, everything, we're greasing her up right now, and she's working, yeah.
We bought gravel for $458.71. The beach outhouses, latrine, porta potties were $550 this month. Let's see what else is noteworthy. We're making a medical health insurance payment of $2,559.95.
It's a little more than that,
97 cents.
plus the 7104 that goes to water.
$272.20 to purchase the signs for no parking in the roads and
Yep.
the hubwell signs. And the fluids that we talked about last week were $185.02. And then there's payroll and taxes. So the total is $21,737.75. All in favor of this manifest?
Aye.
Aye.
3-0. Then we move to a water manifest for $238.44. We'll make a motion to discuss and approve this manifest.
Second.
Aye.
And we have, looks like we bought some checks from Francine.
Mhm.
Yeah, both on the operating and.
Yeah, we split it between those two.
Yeah.
Yep.
We bought $66 worth of copper poly pipe tubing for a water hookup. And we're making a payment on the water tower, the Rhineac Water Tower project, which is also the water main down at Bristol Stock. And the paving of the road is in that. So that's $6,165.23 for the principal.
Yeah.
And $2,974.80 for the interest on that loan.
Mhm.
And that's a 15-year loan, I think? Do you know off the top of your head? I think Dinah keeps reminding me of how
goes on
long that
forever.
loan is.
I think it was 15.
Yeah.
Goes to like 2034?
Yeah, yeah.
Any questions on this manifest? All in favor of the manifest?
Aye.
Aye.
3-0 on this manifest. Then at 9:08, we move to the DPW report. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning. So,
She has written down here 32 person stock water running.
yes,
Yeah, it was generated
So-
from a phone call from the owner.
right,
32.
I hate, it's down on towards the dead end.
Where class 6 is, yeah?
Well, I mean, it's on the regular class 5.
Class
but
5
it's
road.
headed towards it's over that area.
Dead end.
And I don't wanna call it an ongoing thing, but I mean, we have tried to address this, this problem, and the guy's got a legit, the water comes down off the hill, the house across the street down that paved driveway, and it just runs right across the road into his driveway, and it erodes his driveway,
Trying to picture
And
this house.
it's a paved driveway.
across the
that's,
street.
Across the street.
Yeah. It's,
So if I go up Salins to Bristol Stock and make a left, it's up
Is it the
there?
big brown house?
up the hill, yeah. Yeah, it had a septic done a couple of years ago. It's got a new leach field done. I mean, it's got the culvert pipe, all
Is it
Yeah,
got the name Common Hoot?
it could be, I don't know,
It's one of the
yeah.
original Edelweiss houses.
Yeah, it's one of the older chalets.
It's got a shed off to the right?
Yeah.
I know which one.
The
It's about
culvert,
halfway up that road.
Yeah.
the culvert pipe sticks up out
Yeah,
of the ground
yeah.
there, out of the bottom, that all went down when the Rhineac
They
lines.
put
all-
1.5 inch stone into the road.
Yeah,
and
they
the
didn't
septic
go
system.
down, but they put that culvert pipe in the ground far enough, it all, it's, it's not an ideal situation, and it's not like there's some wonderful fix for this poor gentleman there, people down there on 32, because we could crown the road up and we could do a little of this and that'll help, but eventually that water, you know how much water comes down that hill. It doesn't, the driveway runs down into the road and it's just not got a negative pitch, like I say, the culvert pipe that they have in their driveway across the street humps up into the road, so it comes up over that, runs down past that and into the road. The water just sheds off the driveway in the road instead of the ditch lines like it's supposed to. And so we slow the problem down temporarily by putting a little gravel out there and crowning the road up, and that'll slow it down, but eventually that erodes and that washes down.
First plow.
So over time, like I said, this isn't the first time these people
No,
have called,
yeah.
and it's not the first time that they've had this issue. It's something that we've been addressing for years, kind of like a few of the other ones. That
And I think the owners of that house have only owned it for a year.
I
or
believe
less.
that house has changed hands several times in the past few years,
But-
yeah.
I don't know about that, but I know it changed within the last year.
Yeah,
So this really is a terrain issue. You can do all the right things and you're still gonna have an issue, I'm hearing.
Well, it's a driveway issue.
it's the driveway across the street issue.
And then the driveway should let the water, no matter where it comes from, go across the road.
Right.
But I thought you said it had a negative grade.
No, I said it does not.
It does not.
No, it's.
So is
you know,
that
the
culvert
pavement-
useless?
I think the culverts, I mean.
The culvert's
no,
gonna suffer.
The culvert suffers because
It's exposed.
It's exposed, exactly.
Oh,
There you go.
okay. Oh.
to a driveway plow.
Right, oh, to a lot of things, yeah.
To us, too.
Even driving over it, I mean, it doesn't bother us, it's back off the road enough where it doesn't, but I mean, there's a reason why there's supposed to be a foot and a half of cover over these pipes, the culverts, because, they're gonna take a beat and they're gonna get crushed. But again, that's not our problem, that's their problem, it's their driveway culvert, but the water just sheds into the road, that's the bottom line.
And so, but we're getting a complaint from the neighbor on the
Across
opposite
the
side of the street.
street.
But what about our road itself?
Well, yeah, the road is eroding there as well because of that, that's why
Okay.
it's getting across the street. Because the water sheds off the driveway into the road. And like I said, we could slow it down by crowning the road up a little bit more there, and it's not gonna solve the problem, it just temporarily stalls it.
So is this a case where we need to inform the homeowner of the driveway that it's problematic? That it's not in code and it's impacting our roads as well as his neighbor across the street, and something needs to be done to,
Yeah, I mean,
So you wanna make a motion?
okay, I'll make a motion that we draft and send a letter to the owner of the house with the problematic driveway.
32.
32, describing,
No, 32 is not the problematic.
they're the
They
driveway.
ones that
reported it?
impacted it.
What's
So what
that?
is the number of the house across the street?
I don't know.
I'm not positive off the top of my head.
well, no, I think what you're saying, the one across the street is making the complaint.
The one downhill.
32 is making the complaint.
The left side of the road is the positive numbers heading towards the class 6 end of it.
Okay.
And I believe it's 31 is the problem.
I was gonna say, if you were to guess, yeah, 31,
guess it's
29, or 33.
I think I looked at it one time to see
Um,
that it was 31.
I can't, like I said, off the
Well, we know
top.
which house, we just need to verify the number.
Right,
Correct.
which I can get back to.
So I'm still
you
making a
on.
motion that we draft a letter to the house whose driveway is creating this problem for us as well as neighbors.
Yep.
Second. Discussion?
We can protect the road.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna send something to the property owner at 31 or whatever number Bristol Stock it is, it will be to protect the road,
Right.
not the neighbor across the street.
Right.
The neighbor across the street, should he wind in a situation that has significant damage, that's a civil suit between neighbors.
Yep.
It's not the
Are you
district.
okay with us saying at the beginning of this, we were notified by the neighbor across the road that they have a problem with the water coming across the road?
right.
And we have a problem with the water coming across the road, and that's why we're contacting you.
Right.
But they also should know that the neighbor is being upset by this, is being damaged by this. And it's not we can say that it's not our responsibility, we're only interested in the road.
Right,
But I think we should tell them that this started with us noticing It's always been a problem with that driveway. And now we've been notified by the neighbor. I don't remember the neighbor ever notifying us before. Do you?
I'm not sure on that, you know what I mean? Not since I've taken over, I don't
He's
recall.
claimed he has.
You know,
Notified us?
Yes.
Okay.
since I've taken over, I haven't heard, but I mean, I know that we've addressed this issue.
So would you rather not put that in there, that the neighbor notified us, or?
He's not making any claims that the neighbor across the street is responsible or is
Mhm.
the one.
He's doing the
just-
right thing and saying it's our
He's
road.
Right,
saying it's
water
an
coming off the
otherwise
road.
road that needs to be
Right.
tended to. That's what he's
Okay,
saying.
okay,
Right.
Right,
okay. So, yeah, let's leave that part out, and then if this
Leave the
person.
neighbor out?
Right.
Okay.
And if that particular individual who's made the complaint calls again, we can say, we heard you, we're taking action on it.
And this driveway notification issue is something that we should discuss with the attorney when we make that appointment. Because we have been talking about how we need to tell people to straighten out their driveways.
Yeah,
And I think
Right.
I'd like to hear from her first as to exactly how we should go about this procedurally.
right,
Mhm.
because we may not get a response back. How long do we wait? Follow-ups are sent.
What
Things of that
rights do we
nature.
have to enforce
Correct.
protection of the road from the driveways
Okay,
in class 6 roads?
okay. But generally, it's because there is lack of negative grade
Right,
is basically
which I
the
think we're
point.
gonna wind up with a lot of those over the
I'm sure there's plenty.
next few years.
Okay, do you wanna make a final motion for that?
We need to vote on it.
Yeah,
That's a motion.
Yep.
How do you vote on that?
aye,
Aye,
3-0 on that.
okay, great.
So,
You saw that there's water coming out of the road on Lugano?
yes, yeah, I
I
mean,
saw some paint marks on there.
I called Ian first thing yesterday morning and he'd already been informed,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and, but yeah, no, so there's, they checked it out. He did say that they were gonna take a look at that, mark things off and check it, see, you know, when they're gonna get on that, so. Yep, I saw that,
still wet and leaking this morning? I didn't go up Lugano this morning. was
I didn't
investigating.
go that way this morning to look at it. I know that at the end of the day yesterday, I saw some paint marks, so I know that they were there. And I did speak with Ian yesterday morning, you know, first thing, and he had said the guys were heading over that way to, you know, get a look at it and check the meters and all that type of stuff to
I
see.
see.
The
how-
water was still coming out at 7 o'clock last night, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, yeah, just,
So I don't know where they're at with
It's a
that.
slow leak, so. But it's in the same place we had one,
That's what he was thinking too.
because
but-
it's coming out of the cut mark at the patch that's there.
Right.
There's a clue.
So, yeah.
so was a repair made to that not too long ago?
About a year ago? Maybe two?
Yeah, maybe 2.
I don't recall a repair to Lugano since I've been on the board.
Could have been a couple.
Outdoor, yeah, but.
Right. But yeah, so, we did help those guys a couple of times last week, in midst of doing the ditching and all that. They did a water hookup and they did, that other thing there on Aspen that they had to get done. We had to bring them some materials here and there. I'm gonna go through my book and write up a piece of paper and get
Yeah.
that into the office for you guys, cause there's quite a bit of materials that gotta be shipped off to them and all that, so I'll get that by the, you know.
Charge the water account.
Yeah.
Right,
Yes,
next couple of
correct.
days, I'll
And
get
I've
that.
got
all-
your time pretty well figured out. I don't know if anybody
yes.
Yeah, I saw
can-
that,
can
yep.
check that. That's an amazing little puzzle.
Yeah,
What's that?
It's an amazing number
The
when you
fully
look at
loaded.
the
Figuring out the
No kidding.
FEMA
Oh,
fully burned
oh,
out
so-
rate.
Yeah,
oh,
sorry.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I got you there. Yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll compile all the other stuff for the ditching there too as well.
Right.
I guess I gotta do it for Yuri, cause he's involved with helping the water operator in these,
Yes,
Right,
it
well, that's
was.
other stuff too, so I
in
mean,
the
yeah,
trucks.
we've had to help them out, so I mean, that's all of, you know, well, not all, but I mean, yeah, Yuri at times, me and Yuri at times,
Mhm.
or Tony and I at times, you know, so there's definitely some time there as well. Time and materials and equipment, so I'll get all
Yeah.
that.
well, you got the formula worked out, it's just plugging in the right numbers. for
Right, I
each
get the
individual.
numbers and then-
Boom, there you go,
You know, spreadsheet it up or
The
however
hard
that
part's
works.
done.
yeah.
It's
Right.
just
Yeah,
the
water,
hours.
water is a little, probably gonna be a little more tricky because we've gotta assess for the time on our equipment and,
Well, we have the hourly rate on the equipment, that's from FEMA.
okay, good,
It was just the hours, the fully loaded hours,
Right.
okay.
which I'll
that's
have
what
the
that
areas
means.
done today.
Fully loaded, yeah,
Right.
So
That's
we'll have
be-
all that,
It has to be tailored to each individual.
yeah.
and that changes.
Yes, with pay raises and changes in retirement benefits and all that.
So, yeah, so we had some of that going on, but we were able to kind of complete that. Now we just gotta cut those driveways back and do that, and then we're ready to gravel those roads, so.
This is on what road?
Appinvale.
Yeah,
To get that, we're gonna grade it as it is, get the shape back to it, pluck some rocks, I'm sure, and then go and lay some gravel down on that.
So there'll be a ceremony at the end of next week?
Yeah. We're hoping to,
I'm gonna make a motion that we post the speed limit on Appinvale Way for 5 miles per hour.
right, we're gonna try to grade Idlewise this week, one day, one morning, and get
Good.
the potholes out of that. You probably noticed that rock over by your place, that popped up
Yeah.
just before here. I don't know where that came. Luckily, it wasn't too big, but we plucked that out of the ground yesterday. Yeah, so just
Mushrooms.
we did touch up that entrance there to Thusis and get that all neatened up and buttoned up, so the water should go in the right places over there, and not affect the corner like it had been. So
Now, when you do Idlewise Drive and Appinville and all the roads that you wanna touch up for the winter or for the rest of the summer, actually.
yeah,
Keep in mind that we pretty much doubled the calcium chloride budget for this year.
right.
So you can use,
We
you
can
probably
lay some
have most
down.
of that tank from this
Yep.
year's delivery.
Yeah, oh
So
yeah.
you can use that and get another tank and get it all down if you
Right.
have time.
Yep, so, yeah, no, that's great, and we're gonna try to get that, like you said, get that gravel down, get that laid out, and stiffen it up. We wanna try to grade a little bit over there by Little Shore. As you come around the corner from West Bergamo, that's getting a little roughed up there, so we gotta lay some gravel down on that,
Even Edelboden,
ensure that up, yep.
Edelboden's pretty rough.
Yeah, yeah, there's quite a bit of.
That needs some gravel too.
That corner of Adelboden and Biosca took a hit back in those storms, so that you could go there and you could see the rocks, it's like the road bed, and then we put 1.5 inches down there to firm it up, but it never got top gravelled with 3/4 back in the day either over there, so those are all areas of, not concern, but that
Need to be
Need
built
attention.
up.
Right, yeah, of attention. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at.
So we're still gonna be working on this other stuff prior to working on the next road
Yeah.
for FEMA.
Yeah,
Yes, we're gonna
Yeah.
get all the roads in the shape you want before we start another FEMA
another
project.
FEMA project.
So if it goes into next year, it goes into next year.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's where we're gonna start putting the focus to.
Alright,
Now, you guys worked out where you wanted all the signs we got. And-
Yes.
And
We
the
did.
signs are in the garage.
Yep, I saw that.
And
So we have a list of where they're going?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
and I also took,
emailed it to you, so. you
Oh,
should-
okay, I haven't fired that up this
I also
morning,
took videos each location as we went around, so I'll send those to you too, so you know, if there's any question, they may help.
So do I need any posts? Am I gonna need some
Some places
posts?
will need some posts,
Cause I
yeah.
may need to buy some,
Money,
so I don't know if there's, I know Nancy may remember where we used to get.
Well, that's why I made videos, because we did commentary on the videos.
Okay.
So let me re-review all those, the ones that,
I get some TV to watch.
yes, you do.
Some prime time.
Well, and we recommended which tree we thought, if we thought it could be put up on a tree, said, use that tree.
Right.
And then,
it's a comedy.
Yeah, yeah.
I wanna see it too.
Yeah, there's definitely a post at the intersection of Appinvale and Idlewise Drive where the school bus
Sort of
Yes.
the corner there.
area is right on
triangle.
that corner. Obviously, people will be sitting for the bus.
Right.
But that's fine. But so that one, we looked around and the trees that are right behind that, are very small.
I was gonna say that
they're
we
not-
push them banks up in there, the
Yeah.
snow banks get pushed up in behind there, so that's probably not a good spot for a tree sign.
Right,
Right.
right, so that's one that we were thinking was gonna need a post, and, questioning whether or not there's room at the summit where you have the signs, where the signs, some of them are, I think, on trees right now, that say, Oak Ridge this way, and Clausen that way, or
Telephone pole.
actually it's First Presidential View and then Clausen that way, but it didn't look like there was a good post, a good place to put on a
Oh.
tree.
That's
You
not-
know, the
that's
trees
not-
are kind of full.
It's not a problem area anyway, is it? Parking on the roads up there?
We originally wanted to put the sign down on Four-Class, the intersection of Clausen and Four-Class, but we decided
Right,
to.
and since there's a parking spot, a parking, lot right there for the summit, you know, where people see, you know, park off the road for,
So
you
you
know?
think the sign at the top will cover the problems that
Yeah.
happen before class? Okay.
yeah.
We're hoping.
Gotcha.
By the
Well-
way, the lady that has a house that she's trying to sell messaged me asking me when these signs are going up.
Ah, okay,
So I said, we have a meeting today and we'll kind of know, I think, roughly.
So the majority of them should go up this week, is that what you're
Well,
saying?
I guess we asked Jeff what kind of schedule he thinks.
Yeah, well, I get a look at that, and then maybe
Yeah.
that's something we could kind of fill in some busy time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Start putting some up this afternoon, or today.
yeah, some
Like I
of
said,
them,
it
some
all
of them will be
depends on-
pretty easy, cause it's just a matter of moving a sign from one post to another.
Yeah.
Cause there's a couple of posts there, and one of them won't be big enough for the load limit, you know, because that's a
Right.
big sign.
Right.
So we're gonna put the no parking and the neighborhood watch
Oh,
on the other post, you know?
Right, 'cause
So
it
there's a
is-
couple of spots like that, and I think the video might show,
oh,
some good info there. I just did a write-up for
I'll
where
get
they're
you all the
gonna be,
videos this
which will.
afternoon, so why don't you wait until you
Yeah,
get
yeah,
those,
no,
'cause
I'll wait till I
I
get.
should have had them to you earlier, but
No,
after
that's-
we did that, I've been chocker blocked.
No, no,
so-
that's fine, like, I mean, there's drilling that's gonna be involved, you know what I mean, I gotta line the holes up with the posts and that type of stuff.
Right.
yeah,
And, you know, I mean, not that that's hard, but I mean, you know, so it'll be.
It still takes a few minutes.
Right, it's something that's gotta be done, it's to customize them and all that, you know. But yeah, what I was getting at with the post is, like I said, I think I got 2 or 3 laying around in the shop, but,
We got 2 that we listed for needing a post.
okay.
I'm gonna make a recommendation for the very first sign you put up. And I think there's a post already there for that, at the corner of Hutwell and Como.
Hotwell and Como.
Yep. And that wasn't on Nancy,
Yep,
did
well-
did Jennifer get the corrected list with that added?
No, I just wrote it in when
Okay,
I got here.
Because when I was, okay, so you don't have that on your list. Because when I was reviewing Nancy's list, I said, oops, the one that we thought was the most egregious of all. The sign's not
Really?
there. Yeah,
Oh, the whole post is gone?
of all the.
No, the post is there, the Como sign is missing,
Right.
so we'll need to, I don't know if you have one.
I mean, I don't have any signs really. There's a
No.
couple that we picked up that probably I'd go
like
to put
road
back.
signs?
Yeah.
Yes,
that I'd
well,
put back, but like I said,
Nancy
the
put on the
signs
bottom
have
this new street
broken
signs we're
and
gonna
cut.
need, so that will be something we'll be responsible for ordering,
been-
but.
Right.
But
But-
where the old road sign for Como used to be.
Right.
There is a post there that you could put the no parking sign on.
Okay.
Facing back towards, facing which
Hotwell?
way?
See, that's
If you're
another
driving
thing.
Hutwell, if you make, driving Hutwell,
Away from the parking lot?
away from the parking lot in that direction.
So if you're coming from the parking lot, when you get to Como, you're gonna see
You
the
should
sign.
see the sign.
Yes.
So, those posts, the way they're set up, depending on how it's twisted and turned, is how it's gonna face. That's the problem with that.
I-
By
Like a
existing,
sign.
again, I don't know how the post is set up. But
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's something you run into as well,
Yeah.
so,
We definitely want it to be readable from, if you're.
so as
coming-
you're
coming
driving
from the
down
parking lot.
Hutwell.
Yes,
And here's Cuomo, you're Hutwell and here's Cuomo, you wanna see the sign as you're headed.
right, when you're taking Como down your right side, you wanna be able to read that while you're driving on Hutwell.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
that's my recommendation for priority sign number 1.
Would you have to cement these posts in?
No, not usually.
Oh,
Usually,
that's good.
because they're long enough, they're pretty
Yeah,
long, and they get
alright.
stuffed in the ground quite a ways.
Okay,
You know, sometimes we're lucky they just drive right in,
yeah.
or we got to dig a little bit of a hole and then get them in there. I mean, you know, if it's again put in a bad spot and they keep getting run over, then sometimes you use a 5-gallon bucket and cement it in
Oh,
there
I
and
see.
bury the bucket. But usually,
They're
we
pretty
try to-
solid.
yeah, we try to be pretty.
There was one post, I don't remember exactly where, it may have been on 113 in Grissom, that was bent like at a 30-degree angle, and I went,
No way.
nothing I could do with it.
No.
It would take you guys with a machine to straighten that
And
out.
sometimes that's how you have to, and that's how they sort of get twisted and bent and turned,
Yeah.
you know, and over time, you know, the more times you do that, then you gotta realize, you said, well, is that in the right spot, you know, cause you keep bending it over
Right.
with the wing or something, so, the loader, you know, it all kind of factors into the signs, but.
Can I talk about the hot well signs?
Yeah,
So we wanted 2 signs for the hot well parking lot.
Those are the bigger ones.
And I had to fix a typo as I changed the language from the VDOE to Idolize and had to get the word the out that you caught.
oh,
In that process, evidently, I didn't see the website change the material that went on from the aluminum corrugated that all the signs are to just corrugated. So I got the delivery of corrugated signs. I think what's important is if the sign's going up on a pole or a tree, that it be the aluminum. But the question I have for you is, the signs that don't have the aluminum on them that I have now, 2 of them, would be okay to go on the bus stop, for example, where it's got the solid background of it.
Yeah,
Now, we wanted to get these signs up so that we could start to enforce the ordinance.
Yes,
So, I think you were gonna put 1 sign on the bus stop,
one's on the,
frontward facing.
yep, and one on the post that says no parking here to here.
at the
So
end
there's
of
two of
parking
them,
lot.
2 of them down where they push the snow in the
Yes.
winter time.
Right,
You want them on either one of those, or the one on the left that's not,
the one on the left towards the
so it's
road.
not blocked by something parked on
Correct.
the
The
road?
one
Right.
closest
Yes.
to Hotwell,
Yeah,
yeah.
Now, do you wanna
To
put
where it was.
corrugated one up on there until we get the metal one to put on there?
that would be,
Yeah,
yeah,
And then we can move it to the other side of the bus stop where
Yeah.
there's one facing out this way, one facing this way.
beautiful.
yep,
I'll tack one up on the bus stop and, I don't know if I have any bolts to put, how I would fasten the corrugated one to the post. Do you have
Yeah,
the,
those-
Yeah, we gotta
Little
shop
bolts and
around, you might
washers.
find some of it.
Yeah,
Again, it all depends on, see, they're made to go a certain way.
I know.
Somebody always used to do them backwards.
I think, I'm gonna guess the odds are high that post, because the sign's facing
Right,
90 degrees out, that the
Yeah.
post is correct for that,
right.
because that sign is bolted
So
to
then,
that.
you know, that tent, the length of the bolts that you need,
I
depending on
have,
how it is.
I can't throw bolts away, so I probably can find some.
Yeah, I mean, we've got stuff too,
I have
but
some too.
it just all depends, you know, we always bring 2 different sizes, you know, you gotta bring the stumpies, cause you never know how the poles are. And when you go and fasten a sign in here, so it's
I'll
like,
try to get them up with what I have, or else I'll find you.
yeah, I was gonna say, give me a shout or something like that, we could come up and put that one on that sign, you know, on that post.
Another,
Can I just get
Go
back to
ahead.
that? So when do you foresee, like, we start enforcing?
Chief said that he can enforce it as soon as the signs are up.
All right,
so, as soon as I get the Hotwell signs up, I can send a message to the chief to say the parking lot can start to get enforced,
Yes.
right? And then when he sees the no parking in the road signs show up everywhere, then he knows, we can send him an email on it too. So
Yep.
we do it in phases of the
Yeah.
ordinance, as you get the signs up?
okay.
yeah. And also, I think, if it hasn't been done already, the one change, we approved the new road ordinance already, but I believe the 10 gross vehicle
13,
weight was
yeah.
still in there. Okay, you changed it to 13?
No,
No, okay, that
but
needs to be
that
changed
does
to
need a
13.
change, and
Yes.
that would require new signatures again, because you've signed.
Okay. I think we can handle that.
Off the top of your head, do you remember how many 13-ton signs we wanted? Was it one for every entrance road? or-
Yeah, at least.
So you're talking
I
5.
don't have my notes with me.
5, really?
5?
Well, if you were to go like the
Well,
low
either end of
limits,
Idlewise, so there's 2.
Yeah.
So then where else?
you got,
Kristen, Simon,
Alpenhof?
Alpenhof.
right, and then the other
That's
2
5.
on Idles, yeah.
Okay, well,
All 7
There
signs?
actually isn't one on Alpenhof that we
No,
found.
there might not be one there, but
So
there
there
are
is,
5
there-
entrances.
yeah, so there isn't one on Alpenhof.
But you want one there.
hmm,
I'm just saying what we found when we were,
Right.
when we were looking, we noticed that there is
Right.
no,
No,
low
I
limit
know
sign
that.
on that one.
But that's what, I do put one there in the mud season. You know what I mean? That's an
Okay.
entrance to Idlewise, so I always put one there as far as the mud season, but I know there's not.
I'm looking.
I was like, who's on? What is-
There's a speed limit and there's an Idlewise watch, but yes, there's no
yeah.
Right.
You have an applause soundtrack on that?
the narration. I was saying, and making recommendations, that's
Yeah.
all. Okay. Figured, it's the best way to document stuff. And it's
Why
like,
not?
oh yeah, that's what we were thinking that day.
All set?
Also,
You all set with this, Nancy?
Yep,
So, I'm gonna make an attempt to have the trees that are coming down, the small trees coming down at Idlewise Beach, set up in the parking lot on Friday morning. I'll do it Thursday if I can, and I'll confirm to you that I did it. So, Friday morning, when the transfer station's open, if you guys can bring the backhoe up, grab the trees, put them in the truck, bring them to the burn pile.
Yeah,
I'll have them ready to go for your Friday
Okay.
morning,
all right.
because they close at 12, I think.
Yeah, yeah, they're open till noon.
Anything else for Jeff?
Alrighty,
Well, thank you.
thank you. Have a good afternoon.
You too.
Thanks, Jeff.
You're welcome.
you'll be getting about 12 separate videos.
Okay, perfect. Good watch.
At 9:37, we'll move to commissioners' reports. So I'll start off talking about the water system design changes that happened, which turned out to be significant in details. So I'll run this by you so you can, I don't have any illustrations to show you, but you know that we didn't have documentation about the water main running down Aspen.
Mm-hmm.
And originally, we had a T configured where the water main came down Aspen into the intersection of Aspen and Bristenstock. We were gonna put a T in so that the water main on Aspen could continue through the T out the other side, and the bottom of the T would bring the new pipe into Bergdorf. Then we discovered that there is no water main at that intersection.
mm-hmm,
So now we're gonna bring the water main that stops at number 6 Aspen, which is 75 feet above where we wanted to put the new water main connection. And we're still gonna put that connection there. 75 feet of 4-inch pipe will come down from where the number 6 Aspen service line goes to the house, so that's where the main ends. They're
Yeah.
gonna put an adapter on there, and the new 4-inch pipe will come down there into the 4-inch T. Now the base of the T, the bottom of the T now is facing up Aspen, where one leg of the top of the T is gonna go to Bergdorf.
Mhm.
The other end, facing towards the bank of Aspen and Bergdorf intersection, is gonna be where a 2-inch line comes off to a blow-off. So I'm gonna figure out how to specify that they cut into the bank and put one of those red fire hydrant blow-offs that were put in on Bristenstock in Aspen when the water tower was done. I don't know if you're familiar with what those look
Mhm.
like.
Okay.
And I guess we're standardizing on that, that's the way the blow-offs are gonna be. Because the plastic ones, we keep paying for them to be replaced when the plows knock them down.
right,
And these red ones, survived 2 winters now, so I'm thinking that that works. I don't know how those things work, and I can't write the spec because I don't know whether you need to aim it as a blow off to go where you want the blow off water to go, like downhill on Aspen into the trench. So I'm inching closer to being able to write up a bid package to get this project started, but the latest thing is that intersection changed the design radically.
Right.
Based on no documentation of what was already there, which was nothing. So that's where that is at.
But you're getting closer.
Any day now.
Okay.
So just so I'm clear, you know, we've confirmed there's no water line on this stretch of Aspen between Gratiot.
There actually is, there's houses down the bottom of Aspen into Gretchen, but what we discovered is the water main that comes up Gretchen feeds those houses.
Yes.
And then dead ends before it gets to that intersection with Bergdorf.
Oh, okay, so it's a dead end somewhere in here.
Right,
Okay.
number 2 and number 4 get their water from a main that comes off Gretchen. Number 6 gets its water coming down the other way
Right.
from,
Jungfrau, wouldn't it be?
we're talking about from the cluster of valves on Grissom.
Right.
Yeah, the water main comes down Jungfrau,
Right,
and Aspen connects into there too, at Jungfrau, I
right,
believe.
because there's nothing coming down that hill. There's no water line coming down the real steep hill on
I
Aspen.
don't think it comes all the way down, but there's a house here on this side of Aspen. I don't know whether, it's a new house, I don't know whether it's connected to the water system or not, I have to verify that.
I don't.
So I'm not certain about this, I didn't look at the drawings, I'm only focusing down around here where we're trying to do this project.
Right, right. Okay.
Now, there's a lot of new information that we're not capturing. And I think we need to set up a folder, shareable folder, like we have the scans that we did of the entire documentation system.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a folder for each road, and we have a folder for each house. Water system information particular to the house goes in the folder for that house.
Mm,
Information that's particular for the whole road, like how these mains run,
mm-hmm,
is in the folder for the road, but not in a house folder. It's,
right. Yeah, I get
and
it.
make it easy that we put things where these folders.
Organized that way, yeah.
Yes, which is easy for somebody that's learning it,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
versus these map systems that you can never maintain, very expensive.
Ugh, I don't know
Right.
how. I wouldn't know
So-
where to start.
I'm bearing in mind that we're getting a lot of new information at a high price out of this project,
Hmm.
and shame on us if we don't start capturing all
Yes.
this for future
Mhm.
work.
Mhm.
I guess I was thinking that some of it will get captured when we're actually doing the work.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to make sure, possibly even have a clerk of the works set up who's taking pictures as everything's done and writing the documentation, and sort of creating a little bit of an as-built, you know,
Mhm.
as it goes together, and that should be able to, we should be able to use that to put the information into the folder for each road, you know, as far as where the new line is, any house that gets connected, you know?
yeah. Kind of like a template, use it as a template.
Like even when we got the information from the water operator about how the water actually gets to number 2 that we were looking for,
Uh-huh,
that information didn't make it into our online records. So we'll try to figure out what policies and procedures we want for capturing and storing this information as we go.
Okay, so when you put in a new bid package, it's gonna basically to put a new water main somewhere up around here, down Aspen, and then what we originally were planning along Bergdorf to tie into
No.
no?
We're not doing anything down here.
Okay,
We're coming, the water main that comes down Aspen from this direction,
Right.
from past the Grissom intersection,
Yep.
stops around 75 feet higher than this intersection.
okay,
We're gonna run a pipe down to a T,
yep,
this bend in the road is not real. This is a straight road.
Right.
The T is gonna let one lead go down and connect to number 5, Bergdorf,
The Habitat.
Habitat House.
Habitat House.
And the other side of the T is gonna go off to the side of the road, excavate out a place to put a blow off.
Blow off, got it, okay.
Which will allow the contractor who puts that whole water main system in to sanitize the pipe by putting the bleach into the
Oh.
blow off.
Well,
And then turn the blow off into a valve blow off where the water operator in years to come, every spring and fall, cleans
do
out these mains by, when they go around and turn all the
Yeah.
blow offs on to
the schedule
flush out the
blow-offs,
system.
yeah.
Okay, got it.
I'll have drawings when I get to the point of putting the drawings, making
Yeah.
the drawings for the bid package.
Right, I'm just trying to visualize it now and,
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get done today, is have you guys
Yeah,
see what the difference is now. These maps, the way these roads are laid out
yeah,
is Google taking the satellite photography and drawing in where they think the road is. The tax maps they don't show a bend in the road right there, they show this being a straight run down, not this little hook here at the
Yeah.
end. So you gotta be careful with these maps,
Right.
which ones you're looking at, because
they're not exactly accurate.
on Google, the house is actually in the road. That
But for the moment, for my purposes,
Yes,
for
you
visual, yeah.
pulled up a
it-
map where I
yes.
could point at it and
Right.
have you understand what we're
Better
doing,
than nothing.
and tell you that that map sucks. Alright, so I think, I'll say I'm done like I usually do, and then say, wait a minute, I gotta
Here
move.
we go.
So we can start you off at 9:47.
I don't have anything.
Okay. Nancy does.
okay. So that would be time for, we already looked at the parking signs and
Mm-hmm.
draft 2 for the changes to the driveway ordinance, or proposed changes for the driveway ordinance. And for some reason, there's something in the back of my head that keeps saying there's something that we're supposed to be adding to the purpose section. And for the life of me, I can't, it's like right there, but it's not coming out. So if anybody thinks of anything that we had talked about previously that was supposed to be in the beginning part of the permit process, certainly we'll add it in.
If we're gonna talk to the attorney about how we can go and make driveways retroactively compliant with the ordinance to protect the roads, should we actually have those discussions with the attorney before we finalize any changes to the ordinance?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Like, in the purpose section, does it actually say that one of the things that this ordinance does is allows us to protect the roads from existing driveways that aren't conforming?
Maintains
Yes.
accessibility of affected highways. Yeah.
Yeah,
3.4,
Protection of the, yeah. that's-
monitor the design and construction of driveway entrances and exits to ensure drainage, water flow, and construction issues are addressed.
I don't see protection of the roads.
Does say drainage.
well, yeah, but I think I think those are really good words, protection of the roads.
Provide maximum safety and protection of the traveling public on district roads.
Right.
That's protecting the public, not the road.
Okay, so maybe we should add something.
Maybe we just
After
need
that.
to add a 3.6 that, regarding retroactive for those driveways that are, you know, impacting our roads.
Well, is there a crushing need to get this done as soon as possible, or can it wait? We can work on it, but can it wait to be finalized after we discuss this with the attorney?
Oh, I definitely think we should,
Have her review the whole thing?
have her review the whole thing and have a discussion, when we're having our discussion with the attorney, we can include this, so. And in construction on 7.3, says all new or modified driveways that intersect the road at a positive grade are required to be constructed in such a way that no drainage from the driveway flows onto or undermines the intersecting road.
That's when they're constructing it for the first time.
Or modifying.
So we need something in there that addresses existing driveways.
Right. And it can't be when the owner is applying to modify it. It's when we find that it's damaging the road.
Correct.
That's the language I wanna see. And I want the attorney to verify that we can do that.
Then if you go into 7.4, it says the following standard shall also apply to all driveways and accesses. And Nancy highlighted, all driveways must meet the road at a negative grade. But I still think if the language is a little duplicative in areas to cover us, there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you take a look at the drawing that I pulled off the DOT website?
Yes, but I didn't compare it to what's in our current driveway
I
ordinance.
think there's
No.
2 pictures in it.
So the current driveway ordinance has a date of 11/27/2006, but so is the one that you put on your email, at 11/27/2006.
Yeah, I didn't bring that,
So I'm not sure,
I didn't
I
bring
couldn't,
his.
I'm not sure I know what the difference is.
I can get a better copy of this residential drive, rural and urban, exhibit number 2. But the one I was remembering showed ditches on the sides of the driveway, and that was not in the drawing that I sent.
Ah, I remember you showed that to us a while back. With the side ditches.
Do I not see it in this?
No, it's not. I'm not gonna see it in this.
Yeah, in this drawing here, I think in this drawing in the upper right corner, it shows where the ditches are on either side of the driveway. And I don't think that's in the drawing.
Oh, yeah, ditch, slope. Yeah,
And these are dated VDOE 1995.
Right, but then there's a date in the lower left-hand corner, it says 11/27/2006.
Makes you wonder how they labeled it 1995 when the drawing wasn't
Yes.
created until 2006.
It was updated.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's gotta be.
And they put-
Someone didn't pull out the VDOE 1995 on Exhibit 3.
Well, if they used the updated one in 2006, they had to stick the 1995 back into it. Anyway, now that I have this hard copy, I'll go back to the site and look at all these drawings and send you.
And if there is new words in the new drawings from the state that should go in beyond just the negative grade and the culverts and how to set them up, that we picked up, because they're in the ordinance now, but they're new additions because they were always just on the drawings. So if there's something else, some other requirement that we should be adding from the updated drawings, we can certainly do that too at the same time.
If the new drawings of DOT don't have this driveway profile with the ditches, we'll make one.
Yeah,
And I think the language in the text should say that we're looking for the sides of the driveway to have ditch lines on them that go to where the culvert is or where the ditch line of the road is. That these driveway ditch lines connect to the road ditch line.
So before that, we were discussing about existing driveways and whatever, so I think that under maintenance, section 8, 4 kind of touches on that
it
a
does.
little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's whether or not that should be cleaned up a little bit,
Yeah,
you know, because it does say the applicant or the applicant's successor in title, so anybody that buys the house
correct,
will be responsible for repair and replacement,
of the driveway.
driveway,
Or
driveway, culvert, drainage systems, or any other structures. So I think that's the section that sort of gives us the right to go after old driveways.
Mhm.
But I'd like to confirm that
Yep.
and make sure that the wording is correct.
Yep. So it goes on, corrective actions, subject to review. The district can take any action and the owner occupant shall be liable, blah,
Yep.
blah, blah, so,
For taking corrective action, so
yeah,
yeah, like I said, it's in there and it's got the RSA's listed.
yep,
So that would be something that I think before we finalize the update, this is something that we should be talking to the attorney about to make sure that we have it worded correctly.
Now, is this something that I can currently use in construction of a letter?
No, you have to use the current ordinance as it
Yeah,
exists.
Right,
Not,
so,
not that,
not
this
this.
is-
Not the draft.
you have to use the old.
You have to
version.
use the actual
Well,
ordinance
the
as it
wording
exists.
hasn't, we haven't changed
Then you can
anything
use-
Ah.
on this.
Correct,
It's in the old version.
It's a, yeah.
correct, it's in the, it's,
current
if
version.
it's in the
Okay.
existing
Yeah.
version, you can use it.
Okay, good.
Anything else you wanna cover with this today?
Mhm.
The other thing I had was, so I think that'll be good for the ordinance for tonight, for
Yep.
today.
Yep,
Is that last week we got a email regarding gardening maintenance
yep,
that we didn't talk about
At the
last week.
office.
we did not.
Yes.
Yeah, because if I remember, it asked for participation from the DPW.
It does.
But just by the office.
Yeah, and it talks about the tree in front of the office.
Yep,
Non-public
If you want.
or just thought process? Like right now, they created, it was a bunch of years ago, they created a little patio area right in front of the office and the bench is there and the tree is there.
mulching and a
It's
few
been,
plants.
yep,
Yep,
yep, and it's been mulched a bunch of times and nobody ever sits there, nobody ever uses it. 90% people have never even seen it.
right.
So is it really necessary to spend a lot of time and have the DPW use time to be working on this stuff?
The individual claims will take less than an hour, just one individual. All he's talking about is pruning the Japanese maple at the office garden, so I guess we just need to see, do we really think it needs to be pruned? I don't know, I don't pay attention to those things since I'm not a
I
gardener.
think there's a long
I
list
don't
of
know
things for
even
the
know
highway
where the
department to
maple
work
is.
on.
Yeah,
I do too.
all right, so why don't we just get back to the individual and thank him for the thought, but at this time, we don't feel that the office area needs any work.
They already did mulch. They came in with some mulching, and I
The
think that was
EPOA
the
did.
EPOA.
Yeah, the
came
EPOA
in
does
and did
that.
As far as I can see, I mean, it would have been nice if it was weeded before that, because there is some weeds, but it's not like
Uh-huh.
terrible.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
And like you
So
said,
I
nobody
don't
nobody
know
sits
what
out there
else-
anyway, so.
Right,
I don't know really what else there is to do.
They created a maintenance issue when they did that.
right,
Which they did many times over everywhere else.
right. And it's not I guess it's not really necessary.
No,
You know, it's just the entrance into the office, you know? And like I said, most people don't even see it, let alone pay attention to it.
so make a motion, focus this.
Well, you were starting.
All right,
I'll let you do it.
I'll make a motion that we contact this individual and say that, two things. You know, thank you for the gesture, but we don't feel this gardening is needed at this time. And in addition, our road crews are fully employed with much critical road work right now. We can't spare the time.
Second.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
3-0 on that.
Okay.
And that was all I had.
Okay. So signature items.
Well, we got checks and
No Dinah.
we've got the manifests.
Yep.
No correspondence, emails, letters
Next week.
next week.
Well, you get it this week, but we'll talk about it next week.
There's no public appearances, scheduled appearances, no non-agenda items.
No, and Ian's scheduled to come next week.
So we have meetings every Tuesday in August. We'll have one on the 12th, the 19th, and the 26th of August.
Mhm.
Ian's next week, so I'll make a motion, we go into non-public session.
We skipped 9 first bullet.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Old business.
Yep.
We went to the driveway ordinance.
Yeah.
26 burn, proposal review, which 26 burn?
28.
28.
28, that's next to 30?
Yes. Yeah, we looked at it originally. The DPW brought it to our attention. We sent him a letter. He sent back a proposal for review, and the proposal discusses the creation of 2 driveways
Mhm.
with a separation in between. So that's gonna require a permit. So I think we should get back in touch with the owner and tell him that he needs to send in a permit, you know, an application for a permit, clearly showing the sidelines and the distances from the corner and the sideline for each of the proposed driveways.
And that's a motion?
Sure. She was writing it down, so.
Are you seconding that motion for discussion, Board?
Yes. And is this the same house that said the material in the ditch line was not their responsibility?
Yeah, that's another issue.
Yep.
So discussion on the motion? None?
Well, the ditch
No,
line,
I
the
think
ditch
we
line
definitely
still
need
needs
to get in
be
touch with them
addressed.
for,
But that's not the motion.
Yeah.
Ditch
No.
line, this is about the driveway.
right, this
Right.
is about the driveway.
Yeah.
And I think we need to have a permit at this point,
That's what the
if
motion
they're
is.
creating the second.
With the normal
So
$200
that means you're voting
fee.
yes on the motion.
Oh, definitely.
So what does the board vote on the motion?
Yes.
So 3-0.
Okay.
You wanna continue to discuss it?
Yeah, as I recall, we were supposed to meet with the homeowners, and then they couldn't make that meeting, and it was deferred, but no new date was set up.
No,
Correct, and then,
I think
so
that had-
they should
that had
be
to-
back by
that had to-
next week.
Right.
So if something wants to be scheduled, I can certainly propose that to them.
Right, because there's still the problem of the ditch line. So I think that needs to be discussed with them, since they seem to think our letter is not correct.
You gotta focus on
Driveway.
the motion, which is not the ditch line.
Okay, then, yes, I approve the, I'm
Okay.
good with
3-0 on
motion
the-
as it is,
Yep.
yes.
Gotcha.
On the permit.
Okay.
Yep. And at the same time, I'll approach them about setting up time to meet with the district to discuss.
Yes, if they want to, obviously, once they send the permit in, then that will automatically put us into
Correct.
motion to, take a look at it.
Yeah, do the normal inspection.
And do the
Yeah.
normal inspection. If they want to be present for that, then we can try to set that up as an
Yeah.
appointment.
Okay,
So that takes care of old business 28 Burn
It does.
proposal review.
yeah.
Yep,
And there's nothing else on the agenda.
Nope.
No.
And I made a motion to go into non-public session,
Yep.
yes,
and that got seconded.
second,
Yep,
And how do you vote, Nancy?
aye.
And how do you vote, Wada?
Aye.
And I vote yes also.
okay, very good.
Thank you, Carol. 10:12. 10:07.